Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Mason, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys how I refresh these month-old knotless braids. As you can see, they are looking pretty old. I personally do not wrap my hair at night, like it's just something I don't do, and as you can see I have a lot of new growth. Those roots are growing out, so it's definitely time for a refresh. When I braided these braids, I did not like the length of the hair. I actually don't really like long hair, and this hair is really long. It was really cute, but the braids were really long, and I'm just not a fan of super long hair. So now that it's time for this refresh, I'm gonna do shorter braids. And just so you guys know, a refresh is literally just replacing old braids with a new braid. And you can wash your hair throughout this time. I personally don't wash my hair during this time, but I will wash my hair after I take this next set out. However, I just replaced one braid. So I take one braid down at a time, and as you can see, there is a lot of product buildup towards that root. And so I'm just going to take this leave-in conditioner by Aussie, and I'm just going to spray that and saturate that on my root just so I can break up all of that product. And so I'm just going to rub it in nice and good. And then after that product is all the way in there, and I'm really just going to take my time doing this part too, because I want to make sure that I'm not ripping my hair out. And I notice around my perimeter is where the most product buildup and gunk is. So I'm really going to take my time during that time, or during that part of the process. So now I'm just going to take my comb, and as you see, I started at the bottom and I worked my way towards the top. And so, yeah, I'm just going to comb out that product. And since I couldn't fully get the product out, I'm just going to take my fingers and do a little bit more detangling. And again, I'm just taking my time with this process, at least with the takedown part. And so now I'm just going to take that comb and I'm just going to comb the rest of that product through. And since my hair was already saturated with that conditioner, as you can see, my hair is curling up. Which means my hair is pretty much saturated with that product. So this is the hair that I'm using. Is by Freetress brand in the style Joyful Curl in 20 inches. And so I thought that I had used this hair for the first set that I did, but I used Meso Curl. But this is the products that I'm using. I'm just using that braiding gel, and I think that is by EBIN, so you guys can look it up. It's pretty good. So I'm just going to apply that product at my root, and then I'm going to comb that product through just to make sure that it's nice and even. I'm not really going to put it on the rest of my hair until like I'm actually braiding. So I'm just going to take that hair, and I'm only going to add 3 strands. So since I already pre-separated it, this is all I'm going to do. I'm just going to add a strand every 2 loops, just like every other knotless braid video that I've posted on my page. And if you want a more in-depth detail video of how I do my knotless braids, I will tag that below in the description so you guys can check those out as well. But yeah, I just take 3 strands, and then I'm just going to continue to braid down. And since I want these braids a lot shorter, I'm just going to braid past, like literally just a little bit past the length of my hair, and then I'm going to cut off any excess. And the cool thing about this hair is that I don't have to knot it at the end. Like the hair pretty much stays intact. It doesn't come unraveled. So I really like that. So I'm just going to braid it all the way past my hair. And once I get it a little bit past my hair, I'm just going to cut off that excess. And this is honestly what I did for like the first couple of braids, but I realized this was going to take way too much time. And so what I ended up doing, which I did not get footage, but it's a much easier process, guys. All you have to do is, since this was 20 inches, I just cut the hair that I prepped already on my divider. I just cut that hair in half, and then I just used that to just braid in, because I wanted my ends to look a little more seamless, like my braids on the left. And since I had to cut this hair, it looked a little more choppy, it looked a little more blunt, and I wanted it to look more flowy. So I just cut the hair in half, and then I braided that hair in. And so that's all I did for the style. This is a refresh, so I basically refreshed every single braid in my head, and so I just want you guys to look at the difference between the length of these 2 braids, and boom, this is the final look. As you can see, the braids look all good. Now I did use the color 4 brown because I just want to try something different for the fall. I am not big on color, but I'm actually loving this. I feel like it's making me look a little softer or whatever, so you guys can see the length. The ponytail, like I don't know, I love it. So guys, let me know if you will rock this style, and I will see you in my next upload. And if you guys want to follow me on my socials, I'm gonna link that right below as well. So again, see you guys next time. Bye.